How you doing, AIWF, TAPW fans? This is another edition of Shootin Straight with a Buff. This past Saturday, February 27th, we had a stacked card of action. We started off the night with Roxo taking on the returning Tyler Bivens. Now, Tyler Bivens came up a little short. He got caught with a roll-up, 1, 2, 3. Now, I got an interview with him after the show. He said he had a little bit of ring rust because he took a couple months off, but he said next time he's in the ring with Roxo, he said Roxo might not fare so well. The next match was a tag team match pitting the newly formed tag team, the Anarchy Kids, Little Mexico and Cal Redmond, taking on newcomers ICBB, the Inner City Boys on the Block, which is Tom North and Drake Cassidy. Now, ICBB came up the victors in this one. Little Mexico and Cal Redmond, they just didn't quite make the cut during this match. And ICBB said they're going to be looking for tag team gold in the near future, and they'll be returning next week, but that'll be coming here in a little shortly. The next match, PS 911 took on a newcomer, Gage Lawrence. Now, PS 911 was able to pick up a quick victory in this one, which he's a veteran. He knows all the tricks of the trade. He took him down really quickly. It was over, 1, 2, 3. Now, I have to say that Gage tried to put up quite a fight in his first match, but PS 911, he's a veteran. He knows all the tricks of the trades. He knows what to do, what not to do, and he was able to pick up the victory in this one. Now, the next match, well, I don't know, it was kind of a short match. It happened right after intermission. I go up in the ring, I start to bring the show back from intermission, and I'm getting ready for the next match, and next thing I know, Gregory McDaniel's music hits. And I'm like, what's he doing here? He's not on the card, he's not booked. Next thing I know, Gregory McDaniel, with the title draped over his shoulder, pushes Corey Prince out on a stretcher. He's tied to the stretcher. His mouth is taped shut, his hands are taped together, and he gets in the ring, and quickly I jump out because I don't want no part of that. He asked for the microphone. I handed it to him. And he told the new general manager, Dwayne Sherrill, that he demanded a title shot. He wanted a shot at what he said was his title. Dwayne Sherrill said, well, I don't know if I can do that. You've got Corey Prince out here. He's tied up. He can't make it to the ring. He said, that's the point. He made the referee ring the bell. And I guess the stipulation was if Corey Prince got counted out, Gregory McDaniel was the new champ. Now, unbeknownst to Gregory McDaniel, while he's sitting here having words with the general manager, Brent Power sneaks out from the back, cuts the ropes, cuts Corey Prince loose. Corey Prince dives in the ring while the referee's trying to count him out. Corey Prince rolls him up, gets a quick 1, 2, 3, and retains the championship. Now, this didn't please Gregory McDaniel. He thought he was going to pick up an easy victory, and he laid the boots to Corey Prince. He gave him a pile driver. I mean, this is what took Corey Prince out for 2 weeks before he came back for the stretcher match. And I don't know what's going on with these two. I mean, they have been fighting back and forth over this title for the past few weeks, months. This rivalry is one of the top rivalries we've had in the recent history here at Tennessee All Pro Wrestling. That brings us to our next match. The Big Hawaiian, Kilauea, one half of PGA, one half of the Tennessee All Pro Tag Team Champions, taking on Carnage. Now, I didn't see what was going on. All I saw was Taylor Hobbs up in the corner mouthing off to the referee. Next thing I know, I look over and Kilauea's got Carnage pinned. Referee counts the 1, 2, 3. Kilauea picks up the victory. Now, I talked to some fans after the show, and they swore up and down that Kilauea had a golf club and used it on Carnage, and that's how he was able to pick up the victory. Now, me personally, I didn't see it. All I saw was what was going on in the corner with the caddy / manager Taylor Hobbs. Now the next match pits one member of the Assassins of Souls, Psycho Medic, taking on one half of the former NWA Southern Tag Team Champions, one half of the Monsters of Mayhem, Hammerjack. Now, I assume Hammerjack thought that the rest of the Assassins of Souls was going to be out at ringside, so he brought some backup. He had Roxo with him. Now, something happened. Roxo was able to distract Medic, and Hammerjack was able to pick up the victory. Now, that brings us to our main event of the evening. It was a #1 contenders match for the Tennessee All-Pro Southern Heavyweight Championship. In one corner, you have one member of the Axis of Arrogance, classic Kevin James Weatherby. In the other corner, you have one half of former Tennessee All-Pro Tag Team Champions, former four-time Tennessee All-Pro Southern Heavyweight Champion, Brent Powers. Now these two, they were scheduled to go 30 minutes. It was a 30-minute time limit. And it was going to be winner take all. Whoever won the match gets to be #1 contender for Corey Prince's title. Now these two, they battled for 20 some odd minutes. Then they tumbled to the outside. The referee starts counting. And he counts them out. It was a double count out. There was no winner. And then they started brawling all over the arena. They brawled all the way to the back. They brawled over here. It took the entire locker room to separate them. Now when they finally did get separated and everybody got to the back safely, the new general manager, Dwayne Sherrill, stated, he said that this next coming Saturday, March the 5th, there will be an open challenge for Corey Prince's title. Who's going to answer the challenge? How many people are going to answer the challenge? Will the entire locker room empty out again this coming Saturday on March the 5th? All I can say is you got to pay you $6 to get in to find out. Also, the new tag team here in Tennessee All-Pro Wrestling, the ICBB, the Inner City Boys on the Block, Tom North and Drake Cassidy, are going to be taking on quite a formidable opponent. They're going to be taking on the former NWA Southern Tag Team Champions, Hammerjack, Tim Jernigan, the Monsters of Mayhem. This is going to be a barn burner, I tell you folks. The next match we're going to have the returning Tyler Bivens. He's going to be taking on Super Destroyer. Now, after what happened this past Saturday with Tyler Bivens coming up a little short because he said he had some ring rust, has he worked that ring rust off this week? Who knows? He may take down the Super Destroyer, or the Destroyer may take advantage of Tyler Bivens having a little bit of ring rust. You never really know. Also this Saturday, the Tag Team Championship is going to be on the line when PGA, David Edwards III, Kilauea with their caddy / manager Taylor Hobbs taking on the Real Freaks, Draven Lee and Robert Z. Real. Now a couple weeks ago, Robert Z. Real and Draven Lee, they was able to get a victory over PGA, which made them #1 contenders for the Tag Team Championship. So this Saturday, is PGA going to return and take the titles off to a golf course for their 8 o'clock tee time, or is the Real Freaks going to get real freaky and take the titles? Also this Saturday, we're going to have ladies action. Asia Super Pereira making a return to here at Tennessee All-Pro Wrestling. Remember last time she was here, she was able to pick up a victory over Miss Rachel. She's going to be taking on Tragedy Ann. Now, folks, if you've never seen Tragedy Ann, I tell you right now, look both these ladies up on Facebook. Tragedy Ann, I swear, she's one scary, crazy, mentally unstable lady. Now, could the superhero take down the creature that lives under your bed? Come out this Saturday and find out. Also appearing, we're going to have former Tennessee All-Pro Southern Heavyweight Champion Gregory McDaniel in action. We're going to have Kevin James Weatherby. We're going to have PS 911, Handsome Ron Davis, Brent Powers. We're going to have all the stars of Tennessee All-Pro Wrestling. Like I say every week, folks, it's at 5542 Manchester Highway right here in the Victory Center. It's $6 to get in. Doors open at 7. Bell time at 8. It's Tennessee All Pro Wrestling. Be there.